Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're wanting to buy a farm, you must do this one step or it could cost you thousands. So stay tuned and we'll dive into that. Since the COVID shutdown in 2020, we have been progressing in our homesteading and now farming dream. We started converting our previous property, which was about 2 acres, into a homestead. The shutdown really caused us to examine our sustainability. We had our basic items, but for how long? When you started running out of toilet paper and the grocery store shelves were empty, we started looking inward and to our local farmers. We had egg-laying chickens, which are still some of those original ones behind us right now. We had a small garden, water catchment, and we even started buying a half a cow from a local farmer, which turned into Highlands Family Butchery. This led us to the next steps in our homesteading and farming journey with meat birds and pigs. So over the course of the next 3 years, we started learning how to raise our own meat birds, pigs, and process them. We really had no clue what to do except for using YouTube University, which taught us a lot. So we built our chicken tractors, raised our first batch of meat birds, which was roughly about 25, and then it grew from there. We even took the next step after that and got 2 meat pigs. We had them processed locally through Highlands Butchery. And then in 2023, that led us to take the next step in getting our LLC, and we started raising more pasture poultry and then began selling it. We also started looking for more land because we quickly outgrew what we had. Our 2 acres of land only had 0.29 acres of flat grass to raise chickens and pigs on. So we finally found a property that was previously owned by the Davis family, and it came with 23 acres and a house on it that's close to proximity to schools and work and things like that. A lot of the land is wooded, which gives us a ton of potential if we want to clear it and whatever, but everything was exactly what we were looking for. Flat land, room to grow, and was previously an actual farm. Now here is the crucial part. As we were sitting down to close with our closing attorney on this property, she said one thing that caught us by surprise. She said, within the next 30 days, you need to make sure that you take this closing documents to your local county tax office and make sure that you fill out the present use value assessment form so that it remains farm deferred for taxes. Well, I looked at my wife. We were both kind of confused because this is the first time somebody had brought this up to us. And now this is a disclaimer. I'm not a tax official. You're going to have to contact your local tax office. Your counties could be different. Your states could be different. Your accountant, your tax professional. That is a disclaimer. And so we are just learning the ins and outs of this. So don't just take what I'm saying. Do your own research. Find out what is the tax legalities for your county and your area. There's a law that states that if you buy farmland that is deemed farmland and you take that land over, if you don't continue to farm it, you could possibly have to pay the back taxes once you purchase that property. So if the land is deemed farmland, and you can look this up on your local GIS, we went through Burke County GIS, and we went through the tax bill, and it showed on there farm deferred. So if they're doing a tax assessment, it's not necessarily you're exempt from paying taxes. It's just the lowest level that you have to pay based on the value of the farm and not residential value, if that makes sense. I'm not a tax professional, so I don't want to misspeak, but this information I felt like was crucial for us, because if you don't do it within the first 30 to 60 days, you could end up owing the back taxes based on the farm deferment versus the residential tax property. We contacted our local tax office and they gave us the proper form to fill out. Now, thankfully, I don't know if this applies to you, but we had just gotten our LLC. We had been selling pastured poultry for a couple of years, and we had records and proof that we were an actual farm and that we had continued to plan on using this land for the farm use that it was intended for. We also looked up more details on farm law with our NC State Cooperative Extension, the Present Use Value Program. And this is appraisal based on production, and you guys can see right here as I'm scrolling through. Again, we are still learning about all of this. We don't have all of the answers. We are not tax professionals. I would advise you to reach out to somebody within your own county, your tax office, your local accountant, somebody that can give you more answers than us. But I felt that this was important enough to at least give you the information that we didn't have going into it. So if you are interested in buying farmland and you're excited like we were and you're wanting to expand and actually have your own farm, that you get a present use value assessment, get that form from your local county office and turn it in within 30 to 60 days. Ours was 60 days. We've heard it could be as short as 30 days. But regardless, if you don't want to pay any of those back taxes based on farm versus residential, this is crucial for you to fill that out and get that taken care of within that 30 to 60 day window. So I hope that this is helpful for you. And you're not in a situation like us where we are sitting down closing on the property and then we get hit with this. Make sure that you get that farm deferment, that you show the proper paperwork, and that you are showing that you really want to continue using that as a farm. I'd hate for anybody to get stuck with having to pay back taxes just because you didn't know. I hope this was helpful for you. If any of our viewers out there, please leave a comment or a tip for someone else below. Again, we don't have all the answers, but this is crucial information we want to share with you. And hopefully we can utilize YouTube to help reach out to each other and help each other in these situations. So appreciate you guys for tuning in today. We'll see you on the next video.